Hey, everybody out there in Mile High Country. It's MC Dr. Joel with you once again. I'm super excited about this morning because we're going to be talking to the matriarch of Mile High. But before we get there, if you haven't registered yet, you need to get to milehighchiro.org, click that register button, and get yourself registered. Prices continually go up as we get closer. But importantly, when you register, you'll get a link, or you'll get you can be able to click a link to the hotel. You're going to have to get a hotel this year because the seminar is booming with registrations. And if you want to stay on site, you better act quickly. Get to the milehighchiro.org, get yourself registered, get yourself a room, get yourself your flights. Importantly, it's September 21st through the 24th, September 21st through the 24th. And I highly recommend this. Chiropractic in Colorado is amazing. Colorado is amazing. Plan a vacation. Make a family event out of it. Get out here a couple days early or tag a couple days late on the end. Get out here, enjoy Colorado, enjoy the Mile High seminar, and get out here and enjoy chiropractors coming together under one tent to celebrate chiropractic, to get better at chiropractic, and to serve the world with chiropractic. So with no further ado, yes, we are here with Richelle Knowles, the matriarch of Mile High. And here we are 11 years later, about to turn it up too.
Yes, it's unbelievable that it's been 11 years. I kind of think we've like blinked our eyes and then all of a sudden, it's
Here we
11
are.
years.
Yeah.
I know you feel that way about your kids, right? Your daughter's going off to college. It's like unbelievable to think that we're at this stage in life, right?
Yeah.
But it's incredible.
Yeah. And doing what we love, right?
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. We were on vacation and I went back into the office yesterday and I just, being in the adjusting room, we're so fortunate and blessed to do this, and the way that we do it, right?
Yeah.
And so I just think more people need that message, the message that Mile High has to deliver. As you were doing the introduction, I was thinking about how students, no matter where they go to school, need the message of what pure chiropractic is, right?
Yeah.
So, and the student fee is so small. It's, and there's so many doctors that buy student registrations and things like that. So if you know a student, if you are a student, figure out a way to get here. We'll figure out a way to help support you too. So,
Yeah, I was thinking that when you were saying it, because not only is the registration minimal, with it, there's
right,
donations for that too if they're available. But chiropractors
100%.
take students underneath their wings too at Mile High, and beautiful about it is a lot of internships, a lot of after graduation relationships have been fostered at Mile High. It's a great way for students to get fired up at chiropractic, but also chiropractors coming underneath one tent getting together.
Yes,
You can help the next generation. So you talk about,
100%.
you mentioned, I don't know if you mentioned retirement, but you go away on vacation and come back in and find out how much you love it. I get asked all the time, Dr. Joel, when are you done? When are you going to retire? And I say, I retired 30 years ago. I'm in retirement
Yes.
right now having fun. So there's other things I do in extracurricular stuff, but chiropractic's the core of all of us, right? All the marshals that are
Totally.
running the show. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, people ask that all the time, us that too, Joel. I mean, I think it's the point of where we're all at in our careers, right? Where we are. And people say, oh, wow, why are you still practicing? Like you could just teach or do, and I'm like, I love practice, right? It's like, it's incredible that we get to do. It's one of my favorite things that we do. So I don't know. I agree with you. I always like the thing of retiring in practice. That
Yeah.
I forget who it was. Stanley used to. Was it Greg Stanley, or I don't remember. He used to say
Yeah,
retire
the
in
financial guy.
practice.
Yeah.
Right, like shrink your practice years and years ago, and you just retire in practice, or you just hand your practice over, right? Like
Yeah.
whatever it is. I can't imagine ever being fully done practicing.
Yeah.
Just me. So
Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, you need to get again to milehighchiro.org and get registered. Get registered, get your hotel, get your flights, plan your vacation before and after, but get to milehighchiro.org because September is about to go off. We're going to turn it up a notch. We're going to turn it up to 11 with a spinal tap theme this year.
mhm.
And what's beautiful about it, what I love every year, what you and Danny do,
Mhm.
with the speakers that come in. Doing this 11 years, yes, we'll have some return speakers come in like yourself and
Mhm.
Danny and uh, Jack Borla, all those types of people. But we're getting some great faces back. We're getting Arno back. We have a
Mhm.
ton of women speakers going on. The breakout's
Right.
going to be fantastic. And a beautiful thing about this is when I look at some of the speakers coming in, I remember 10 years ago them being in the seats,
Mhm.
not necessarily young in practice, but they were part of chiropractic and stepping up and loving what they do. And there's going
Mhm.
to be several faces on the stage that I remember in the seats 10 years ago.
100%. I mean, oftentimes, and I love all the, the returning people, and I'm grateful for everybody. Oftentimes, some of my favorite speakers at Mile High are people who it was their first time speaking. Maybe not, they'll go and they'll do talks in the community, but their first time speaking to other
Yeah.
chiropractors, right? And they blow me away. Like, I remember the first time we had Zeus speak.
Oh, yeah.
I was just, my jaw dropped. Like, this guy is incredible. He has such an amazing message, right? And to just see people step up, it's not easy to come and show up and present in front of your colleagues and your mentors, right? Like,
Yes.
that's a lot. So to
Yes.
see some of these, like you said, young or up and coming, difference makers, to see them take the stage is just profound. So I'm really excited, and we're so grateful, right?
Yeah.
Like, people come and they speak and they give of their time and their energy, and they hang out and they connect with people, and they participate in the community of being in that, like you said, in that energy and that vibe of all the chiropractors that are there. And so many relationships are built. You hear that at chiropractic seminars, right? That it's not what necessarily the content that you get in the when your butts are in the seats, it's what happens in the hallway and the connections that are made and things like that. And so I think that's the most beautiful part, is the community and
And
the after party and just all the fun things that we do, to connect with people. So it's
it's a
really
phenomenal
fun.
weekend. You mentioned the speakers that yes, we have the polished pros on stage, but I'll take
Mhm.
it to the other end where we have the student
Yeah.
speaker contest come on. I've been amazed by some of the students that come on.
Yeah, I mean, some of the students are, one of the
Excuse me.
students is actually works in our office now, right? That spoke
Yes.
at Mile High
Yeah.
and was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. Was part of the reason I was like, I want that person to be a part of our practice, because I was just so blown away at what an incredible job. Um,
The things you hear and the beautiful things about it, even from the students, but all the way up, is the beautiful
right.
thing about the Mile High is the science, art, and philosophy are all presented. All
Hmm.
techniques are represented.
Yes.
Most of the all the great colleges are represented with the presidents and all that come. But I come back Monday morning with a
Hmm.
list of things that will last me months to implement, whether it's the way even like a student articulated chiropractic, and you
Hmm.
hear it and you go, oh, what a beautiful way to describe it. I've got to get that into my lexicon in my office so I can communicate chiropractic in a better way. Or
Hmm.
you go to a breakout, even sneaking in and maybe paying attention to the CA breakout. It's like,
Yes.
oh, I can run my team a little bit better with that 5 minutes I just heard sneaking my head into the CA. I mean, you will love the evenings, you will love the
Mhm.
after party, but you will love the people that are on stage because you will get better. Your practice will get better. Your community will get better. Chiropractic will get better.
100%. And we have a lot of returning team members that come back every year, that have been to Mile High almost every year, that are staff members at doctors' offices, that there's so many teams there that they get support from, we say chiropractic paraprofessionals. They get support from that end as well. So it's a whole team event, students, doctors, everything. I'm not trying to say, to like sell this to anybody. I genuinely want people to be there because I know it's going to make a difference for them and for their practices.
Hey, well,
And I've seen that again and again. And it's not just a big rah fest. And I think that's one reason why you love it so much, Joel. And thank you to the MCs, to you, for all the energy you put in into all of our MCs. And, just, I don't think, I mean, I know Danny's super visible, but I don't think people know the time, love, energy, and attention that like, I'm not taking credit for anything. This guy puts so much deliberate thought and heart into every single speaker that's chosen, and how it fits the theme, how it fits who's all there. And it's not just a rah fest where it's like empty, like, yay, let's go chiropractic. There's like a richness to it and a depth to it that, like you said, the next week you have this, it's not just a big high and then a drop. You have this to last and sustain you for months, of ways to communicate, ways to adjust, how to serve your practice members better. It's just, yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about, people can never know the amount of time and energy spent to make this event happen, to really serve the chiropractic profession
Yeah,
beyond,
it's
and the people that see chiropractors.
it's
So
definitely not flippant, because I get texts from Danny 24
daily.
hours a day. Just he'll give me a quick thought flash of, what do you think about this? I'm
Yes,
thinking about doing that. Yeah,
right.
this is important to him, not only to
Yeah,
him, it's
right.
important to him because it's important to chiropractic.
I have to laugh, Joel. It's like you're the litmus test, right? He's like, if Joel approves, it's good. So he always does that. I have to run it by Joel.
So to circle back here, everybody needs to get
Yeah.
to milehighchiro.org, get registered, get your hotel, get your flights, plan your vacation.
Mhm.
Uh, and if you're looking to upgrade your office, a beautiful thing about Mile High is, when we have, yes, we have a vendors area, but
Mhm.
there is a hard line in the sand of who's out in that vendors area. It's a
100%.
chiropractic vendors area. You will not get
Mhm.
the fluff. You will not get the it is chiropractic. So if you're looking to upgrade your office, on whether it's through your analysis, your analytics, paperwork, how you're
Mhm.
going to market your office, the vending area is phenomenal as well. And Danny's done a wonderful
100%.
job with keeping that clean and clear out there.
And very much so. And many of the vendors are vendors that we use for our practice, or that we've had recommended highly, in terms of where to get your x-ray equipment, or what web developer to use, or who, a good phone system. So it's kind of, been put through the ringer, I guess. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a good way to say, but it's been tried out. And so it's people that we really trust.
Yeah,
And
after 11 years, this is pretty refined.
yes, yes.
Refined by
For
fire,
sure.
if you will. Refined by
Refined
fire.
by fire. Amen. Amen.
Yes, yes. So, Richelle, it's been great talking with you. I
Thank you,
look forward to
Joel.
seeing you in person in September. I'm sure we'll cross paths before then. Thank you for
Right.
taking time out of your day. Everybody out there in Mile High World, get to milehighchiro.org, get registered, get your hotel, get your flights, and we will see you a mile high with the power turned up to 11. We're turning the volume up.
Yes.
We'll see you at a Spinal Tap party at the end of it all. Thank you,
Thank
Richelle. Thanks for stopping
you,
in with me
Joel.
this
See you in
morning.
September.
I'll see you in September. Goodbye, everybody. Until next time, I'll see you in the dungeon soon.